Hey nonprofits, my name is Jeanette with the Digital Marketing Academy for Nonprofits, and welcome to the last part of our 5-part marketing strategy series. Today we're going to talk about advertising. Now don't worry, we know that nonprofits don't have big budgets, and this training series has been all about being resourceful, so we want to continue that, but we also want to give you the information in case your nonprofit is at a place where advertising makes sense. And we will share how you can advertise for free through the Google Ad Grant. If you've been watching the series, we hope that you've been enjoying the content. In week 1, we talked about discoverability, and we also shared a little bit about how you can use the Google Ad Grant to make sure that your nonprofit comes up in search results. So the first thing that we want to talk about today is the Google Ad Grant. And if your organization is not currently receiving the Google Ad Grant, this would allow your nonprofit to get up to $10,000 a month in search advertising. That's a lot of money that can be used for a lot of good. So we do have a free resource for you so you can learn how to successfully apply and get the Google Ad Grant. It's called our 6 Steps to Getting the Google Ad Grant, and you can find that at our website at www.nonprofitmarketing.academy. So we encourage you to go ahead and visit our website after this video so that you can download that free guide. Now, if you're using the Google Ad Grant, this will allow your nonprofit to appear in the top search results, and that's really great. So you're almost guaranteed, if you're searching for your nonprofit name, to appear, because not a lot of people are going to be competing for your nonprofit's name. Where it gets a little tricky is when you start promoting your services. If you type into Google what you do, you'll probably see that there's already a nonprofit that is using Google Ads to make sure that they're appearing. So it could be a little challenging for you at first to figure out the right keywords, the right phrases, but it is something that you have available to you and something that you can be resourceful with. So we do believe that advertising is a big part of a nonprofit strategy, and we understand that you have to start with the smaller, more resourceful things like getting your online visibility going, using social media and email, but this is really for the nonprofits who are ready to take things to the next level. So if your nonprofit has seen results from the free strategies that you've implemented, it could be a good time to utilize advertising. And if you've seen results with what you've done, you want to make sure that whoever is the decision maker at your organization can see what you've done, so that when you put a paid plan together to advertise, you'll get their buy-in. And the goal is always to get back what you spend or more. So there's different types of campaigns that you can do in advertising. You can have an awareness campaign. Sometimes grants will provide dollars for that. Or you can have a campaign that is results oriented. So whether that's getting someone to subscribe to your newsletter or attend an event, those are really focused on actions. And where I think a lot of nonprofits get confused is how to use advertising the right way. And so if you think about, there's warm audiences and cold audiences. Nonprofits are not going to be as effective in advertising and getting results from a cold audience. A cold audience is someone who's never heard of your nonprofit, and when you advertise, they're seeing you and what you do for the first time. It's extremely hard to get a cold audience to do something like make a donation. However, if you've been building your email list, if you've been building your social media channels, and we talk a little bit about that in the other episodes, so if you haven't seen those, we encourage you to look at our video description and find the links so you can watch them. But a warm audience is the people who have already been exposed to you. They signed up for your email list because they liked you. They followed you on social media because they liked you. Now, if you spend advertising dollars to reach these people, you're gonna get better results. And that's because they already are connected to you somehow. Maybe they've given to you in the past, and you can use advertising to remind them about your nonprofit, remind them about your cause. Because one thing that happens, especially on social media, is you might have 1,000 people that like your page, but when you post something, maybe only 20 people see it. It's unfortunate, but that's the way that Facebook's algorithm works. It's the way they monetize their company. And so if you put a little bit of money to expand your message to your warm audience, that can be a really powerful thing. You can also do some general awareness campaigns for your cold audiences where you're targeting them. So you have to be really targeted about what you do. So if you want to reach people that love animals and want to help animals that are in animal shelters, you can target maybe the demographic of your #1 supporter, and also create interest tagging or targeting, where you're targeting people who have an interest in pets or pet charities. So there's a lot of ways that you can leverage advertising. And so if you're a little bit timid or you're just not as familiar with marketing, we encourage you to only use the Google Ad Grant and to invest in maybe some more trainings or watch some more tutorials to really learn how to effectively use advertising to get the word out about what you do. And we would love to know if you are interested in advertising, but you don't feel that there's enough resources available to nonprofits. We'd love to hear you comment below. And so let us know kind of what your concerns are, what you're looking for, because we use your feedback and your comments to decide on what content we're going to create next. So anything that you're able to tell us would be super valuable. But we do encourage you to use some level of advertising, the first part being the Google Ad Grant, and then expanding into other things like social media. So we hope that you found this training series effective and helpful. If you did, please give us a like for our video. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any other videos that we put out. We are looking to continue this every Tuesday to bring you the latest and greatest in digital marketing. Thanks for tuning in.